Hello, everyone. Atterman John here today in our surliest modes possible, probably right now. Do you want to explain why you're surly? No?
Oh no,
No. Oh,
absolutely not.
absolutely not. Okay. Well, I will explain why I'm feeling a little bit down. I just had two very good decks. I went 1-2 with each of them, so I'm doing just fantastic. Is there any pick
Well,
you want out of this?
yeah, obvious 3-0 this time. I don't know. Flooded Strand's good.
Floodstrand's good. Maybe we just take Rabblemaster and just freaking play like red deck.
Are we at that point?
I might be today. I might be. I mean, you just got done playing Burn because I'm gonna. Even though you're not gonna exposit on what happened to you, I'm going to exposit on what happened to you if you don't.
Okay. I mean, long story short, I played Burn.
You played Burn and had predictable Burn results.
Right.
Are we at this point? We have 10 seconds. Floodstrand, Burn, red. Floodstrand, red. Floodstrand, red. Your choice.
I don't control the mouse.
But you do have a voice. We're playing red.
Okay. Doing that. Well,
Phoenix or Magma Jet then?
it's Magma Jet
Yeah.
or Phoenix.
I think
Yuck.
I think Magma Jet, yeah. It's good in
Yeah.
the red deck. And that's about it. Season Pyromancer? Okay. I mean, we're not gonna get much on the wheel, but that's to be expected. You're playing red deck, so you basically draft for the first half of each of the packs and you just say, okay, that's a deck.
Yeah. All the cards do the same thing.
Well, this has no.
This is really bad.
Yeah, this is nothing for red deck. We could take like a Factor Fiction and go like blue red.
Sure.
Okay. We'll just kind of play this by ear. We'll see what happens. I mean, we passed a Sulphur Falls pack one, but that was really about it. And Factor Fiction you lose is a good card, so at which point are we looking at like more removal to protect our stuff? What are we looking at? Like a
This is some garbage. We could take Ballista maybe.
Ballista? I'm looking at possibly Lava Coil, but maybe I think Ballista might be right. Worst case, it's a 2-drop. Maybe we need the Terramorphic Expanse. Or we could take Zealous Conscripts, because that goes with Kiki.
Yeah, let's try conscripts.
Okay. You never know. Maybe we'll see a Kiki. Or maybe we'll just end up getting red cards, like, towards the end of each pack. You never know.
Yeah, it's like a decent one.
Like, each of these is a fine 3-drop. We just don't have anything in this zone.
Mm-hmm.
In this
Flame
one.
Slash is coming around. Sulphur Falls theoretically coming around, but it won't.
I mean, yeah, Sulphur Falls won't come around just because fixing is very sparse in the modern cube. Like, very sparse. So, yeah. I mean, So Factor Fiction's in modern, but it's just not good enough.
I saw someone play it once and then lost.
Exactly. Factor Fiction's just not good enough in modern right now, which is... I feel like that says something about modern. Like, the format's basically a turn 3 format, right?
Yeah. Well, why would you play a 4-mana draw 5 when you could just play Tome Scour, a 1-mana draw 5, and then just dredge your entire deck?
Ah, yes. Dredge. Fucking Dredge.
Exactly. That's where we're at with this stupid format.
Why is Dredge still a thing? I thought Hogak was gone, right?
It was.
So, Bomat Courier, play red deck?
Yeah, I don't mind Bomat.
Bomat's good in the red deck. I'm gonna put the Factor Fiction over there. I mean, Walking Ballista's a little slow for the red deck, but maybe we end up in red deck still. I mean, I'm at the point where I don't care what we end up in, but I'm willing to give anything a shot.
You can't be that surly. You didn't even play a tournament today.
I can be surly if I want to be surly, sir. I am allowed to be surly for any number of reasons. Any.
I guess. Multiple.
Yes. Anyways, so we're waiting on some seriously slow drafters, I guess. Gut shot's a thing, I suppose. Could take Bob.
Bob could be playable.
I mean, it's probably more playable than gut shot, right?
Yeah, I would want Augur or Bob over Gutshot.
Let's take Bob. Bob's good. Well, the Flamewake Phoenix came around. That's a
Sure.
thing. Greatness at any cost, man. Any cost. Ugh. Except any
Well,
of these.
There's Staff of Wind for the ultra grindy match.
Alright, we'll put it in the sideboard. Terminate, if we're playing red-black, Terminate's pretty good.
Yep.
Okay. We just have to fix the mana a little bit, but... Terminate's a solid card. I mean, you just want it to be a light splash of black if you can help it. I think.
If you're red black, you want cards like Bedlam Reveler,
Yeah, that's kind
I
of...
guess.
You
The
want...
Fatal Push, which is gone.
Yeah, you want like the low-end removal and the decent, since there's no such thing as a good, red creature.
Seasoned Pyromancer.
I suppose there's like one good red creature in this cube. There's Thundermaw Hellkite. And Inferno
Oh.
Titan. So there's maybe like two decently good red creatures.
Titans in there, Flamewake Phoenix. Not Flamewake, the actual good one.
Oh,
Phoenix.
Rekindling Phoenix. Sure. Okay, there's actually... I'm hesitant to call red creatures good creatures, though.
Yeah.
And not just because I'm biased against red. It's just they're not good creatures.
Well, they don't have to be.
Alright, so pack 1, we've currently got 10 cards with splashing black for 2 of them. We'll see how this continues to go, because maybe we splash black, maybe we don't. So I'm going to just kind of put them off to the side over here for right now. Just as a options section, you know? Keep them in mind, but don't keep them with the other cards.
Still in sight, but out of mind.
Sure. Why not? That's fine. Whatever makes you sleep at night, man. Well, that's a big red card. Beyond that, we have a pile of garbage.
Arcanus is pretty good.
Dreadhorde Arcanus, you mean? Yeah.
We have literally nothing to go with it now. Chandra's probably better for that reason then.
Oh yeah. I guess if we're going for the super late game.
Well, I mean, Arcanus. I have a feeling Arcanus would wheel over. Chandra.
Yeah, I think Arcanus is going to wheel. And I guess having like 1 6-drop is not the end of the world.
And it's one of the really good ones. Like, that card is very good.
Right. I mean, they can't be countered and then just boom, and then just plus each turn until they're dead.
Pretty much.
Closes out a game that was going to just fall away otherwise. So there is a Hazoret here, which I really
Right.
think.
Just gonna take that.
Yeah, and there's nothing that we're hoping to wheel out of this pack. Good times. Good times.
I wouldn't mind a Collective Brutality for the board, maybe.
Oh, yeah, sure. I mean, for the black splash option, sure. That's fine. Because right now we have 10/12 cards. 12 if we can find the right amount of fixing for them. Like if we get a Blood Crypt and red-based fetch land, I would feel fine splashing those.
Mm-hmm.
But otherwise, you kind of have to stay low to the ground on the mana, I think. We'll see. Someone is a seriously slow drafter in this group. Like, this person's at 21 cards. This person's at 16.
Yeah. It's the person we're passing to, I believe. Because they were slow on the other way.
Well, this person's a little bit slow, but this person's super slow. Like, this person has 7 cards stacked, or 5 cards stacked up for them. I like an Abbot of Carol Keep. Also, I like a Dragon Skull Summit, though.
Probably need the 2-drop. We're looking at more like a big red.
Yeah, I think so. I think we are. I'm going to temporarily put these into the even more out of mind zone. I think I like Manic Vandal, although Outpost Siege could be very good. I feel like Manic Vandal is going to wheel.
Yeah,
So-
it definitely will.
So I'm going to take this Outpost Siege, because it's just a good card advantage engine. Which doesn't actually turn on Hazoret as part of being card advantage.
Yeah.
Also, randomly, you can slam it on dragons, swing with your 3 guys, and not care if they die.
It's any creature or non-tokens.
Any creature.
It's not even dies. It leaves the battlefield too. It's cool.
True, but, I mean, I suppose maybe they... Well, how do the triggers with that work in a Cyclonic Rift situation? I guess they've already... It's left the battlefield as well already at that point, right?
Yeah, I think they all leave the battlefield at the same time, so I think they still work.
Okay. I think we just take a Burst Lightning here over a
Yeah.
Glorybringer. Glorybringer's good,
Yeah.
but we just need some cheap burn spells. What did I just... Did I sort by rarity again? Freaking sort by rarity. Oh, goodness.
All counts.
Actually not, if you looked at that. It was like 1 common, 1 uncommon, and all rares. Which is more rares than the blue deck had. And there's a Goblin Guido, so we'll just take that. We've used that term before, it's perfectly fine.
Wow.
This is perfectly fine. It was his nickname, like, years ago.
Sure was.
Anyways. So, Goblin Guide Bomat Courier, that's actually some pretty solid 1-drops there.
Yeah, and if we get like a figure or what else would we? Is the 2/1 like Satyr guy in this cube?
Yes, he is. What about Experimental Frenzy? Could be
I mean,
decent.
it's a good sideboard option.
Yeah,
wouldn't play it main for this.
I think since we have the Outpost Siege, we're probably fine without it.
Siege is better in this deck, I think.
Well, standard, slightly old standard All-Star?
What about Smuggler's Copter?
Probably a lot better. Yes.
Yeah, that copter's great.
Uncrop Crasher just makes me sigh every time I play it.
I played with a lot of that card. That was interesting.
And did it make you feel you're right about the Arcanist Wailing. Did it make
Yeah.
you feel good about your life playing with that card?
No.
Exactly.
I feel like I'm always reverting to... I haven't played a blue deck in a constructed format since the stupid Drakehaven deck. And then before that,
Well,
I can't even remember the last
you
time.
you did really good playing that Drakehaven deck at that PTQ, if I recall. And you
I
did
know.
not as good as me playing mono green, which was hilarious, but
Yeah.
the mono green deck just randomly stomped people because mono green. No one was expecting
Yeah.
it, but
Well, I certainly did better than our unnameable third partner,
yeah.
who got crushed.
I think he just got unlucky though.
Oh yeah, he absolutely did, but
I
it's
mean-
still funny that he just keeps getting crushed by like random scrubs.
Well, he's like always 9th place, right?
Yeah.
So
He's taken over my position of perennial 9th place.
yes, because you've fallen further down the chain.
Yeah, I am just like garbage right now. Perennial garbage.
And I don't play. So, problem solved. You can't be garbage if you don't play.
Correct.
I'm winning. And our 4th team member is winning more than all of us because he doesn't even play Moto. So,
What's the famous Homer Simpson quote? It's something like, I gotta look it up at some point. If you don't even try or something like that. You know what I'm talking about?
I think I know what you're talking about. It's like you can't. I don't. I don't know the exact quote, but it's something along the lines of, "If you don't even try, you can't lose." Basically.
Yeah.
Boy.
I
Wow.
don't like it's so hot for the red deck. I have been impressed with Force of Negation in just modern. Like, it
Yeah,
seems
Force of
really
Negation's really good. Actually, I think on Moto right now it's like 60 tickets a piece.
strong. Yeah, that's really dumb.
I'm thinking maybe we just take like Karn.
Yeah, card's fine.
Could take Siege Gang Commander, but I really don't like
Yeah.
Siege.
And it'll wheel again.
Oh, I feel like Koth will wheel, so we take Phoenix.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is where we're picking up all of our medium big stuff.
I think Phoenix is probably just better too. Like, it's a very strong creature.
Just doesn't
Not too many
die.
exile decks.
Right, and either that or you have to kill it twice, which is just a nuisance. Satyr Wayfinder's not bad for our 1-drop slot. So far this Dreadhorde Arcanist only brings back Burst Lightning.
It's actually just terrible right now.
There's Perfora, or there's a Blackcleave Cliffs to go with our Dragon Skull Summit for splashing, like Dark Confidant Terminate.
Do we need a Perforos?
I don't think so. I'm gonna take this and just kind of keep our options open.
Sure.
Like we're pretty close to being able to splash like Terminate, Doomblade, Dark Confidant kind of thing, you know?
Yeah, I mean, we are looking a little light too. Abbott's terrible at this point.
Yeah.
Like, Mutavolt's a card.
Yeah, I like Mutavault. I agree that Abbott's pretty terrible. I think Dreadhorde or Arcanus is kind of crud. So we'd put in like these and these. Maybe play like 1 or 2 swamps if we have to.
We'll see how it goes. There still should be a lot of pickups. I'm actually surprised these packs have been pretty light.
Well, I wonder if someone else is like drafting like a low red for like a blue red deck or something like that.
It could be, but they passed on Goblin Guide, Bomat Courier, you know.
Well, unless they're like, that was last pack. So unless they're like in this section here,
Could be, yeah.
because I think we got it. Goblin Guide was in probably his pack, I think. We'll see. Marsh Flats is not great. Shivan Fire or Ire Shaman? I find that basically this guy is just a 2/1 with Menace and you don't even read the rest of his card.
Yeah.
Shivan Fire is just a nice, cheap little get out of my way kind of card.
I mean, we can play the Abbott too. It's not like unplayable. It's just not.
Right, it's not great, but so let's
Throw it in there for now.
I'm gonna take the Shivan Fire here.
Thunderbreak.
Thunderbreak or an Olivia if we're doing the splash.
Interesting. Even Aether Sphere is actually decent.
Aether Sphere is actually decent. With Crew 1 it works with every single creature, and even Seasoned Pyromancer tokens.
Mm-hmm.
Which one do you like the best? I kind of like if we're playing more towards a more mid-range, I like Olivia.
Yeah.
But you know, I think I'm gonna take Olivia.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, Bloodstained Mire. Perfect.
Sure. Snap that up.
Okay. I mean, we still would have loved to have seen a Blood Crypt, but that was the last option for it. Don't think we need a Siege Gang Commander. Rakdos' Return, I suppose. I mean, unless you really want a Siege Gang Commander, but
Are we ever playing either of them?
probably not. Maybe against a control deck, you bring in Rakdos' Return.
Sure. It does hit Planeswalkers randomly, so
Right.
that's cool.
Karn is decent, but I'm not certain he's amazing in this deck.
It accrues stuff, like
Right, yeah, that's a good point. He just you minus him, you crew the smuggler's copter, get in there.
Yeah, we got some artifacts.
Yeah,
It's not the worst card.
I guess.
Sure, eager to blow ourselves out.
Right, it's like I guess.
You know what that reminds me is these stupid Tron decks that are running Chalice of the Void and then Expedition Map, and they play it on one, and then they just have all these dead maps. Like, and
Well,
it still
and
works
they also
because-
run Chromatic Sphere and Chromatic Star, right? So
Yeah, exactly. So, and Chalice on one, shut off half my deck, but it doesn't matter because Tron, and it's like very not skill. It's like It's like actively anti-skill.
but they can still win because they just have to play 3 lands to win the game, right? So
Correct.
yay. Wizards clearly just needs to print like a path to exile for lands. There you go. That's what you needed.
Fielder Rune's pretty close.
Yeah, but Field of Ruin requires you to have 3 lands to use,
Mm-hmm.
which is just happens to be the miracle number for Tron,
Right.
which is why they need like a 2-mana Path to Exile or yeah, you know, it's like they search or Assassin's Trophy basically is what
Yeah.
they have, I suppose. But who plays Assassin's Trophy right now?
I think to make the format great again, you would need to ban
Make
like,
modern great again. Wait,
Yeah,
what?
MMG. You need to ban like 10 to 12 cards.
Ugh, that would just be brutal.
Yeah.
Rakdos Signet?
Sure.
I don't know if we want it, but we're kind of like in this odd mix of gameplay here, you know. We have
And our last 7 picks have just been we haven't picked anything.
well, as I said, I think one of these 2 people was also playing red, because I don't think we saw Koth come back. So,
Correct. Yeah.
which means that there is definitely another red deck player, because that only goes to the red deck player.
Yeah.
Like, that is such a snap only red deck card. It's not even funny.
Yeah. Like I don't hate this deck. You know, mid range can work out. It's
Well, it just makes me wonder if we should be playing this Rakdos Signet.
it's very possible.
Just because we get like our 4 drops online. I don't know if we're. I mean, Hazoret's good, so I think we still play it either way.
Yeah. Like Flame Wake is kind of nerdy right now. It's a lot more aggressive.
Requires power 4, which this doesn't count at the time that matters. Doesn't count. So we only have like one thing that actually works with. Why isn't Ashok going so late?
It's very underrated.
I'm still willing to contend that it is just as powerful in limited/cube, or more powerful than Liliana of the Veil.
So the fetch land, or the fetch land doesn't do anything, right?
Yeah,
We don't have the Blood Crypt.
and I ran out of time anyways on the pick, so it didn't
Oh.
matter.
I thought we had a Blood Crypt. I guess not.
No, we don't. We just have Bloodstained Mire and some other stuff. This should still be fine though. Is there any? We have no Gravecrawler's not great. I was thinking it was the Zombie Maker, which could work,
Yeah.
but
No, this is pretty much it. We have 0 sideboard options.
we have 1 sideboard card. Thank you very much.
Sure. We have like Anger for the All Elves deck or something. You know, I can't imagine when that would be brought in, but
I mean, damned if you do, damned if you don't, right? I think that's probably right. 10-3.
sure. And then we have like
Playing
for the super duper control deck, we can bring in Staffin and Shieldred.
Yeah. There is
That's
some extra late game in our decks. Whatever. Well, you know what? We'll see what happens in round 1. See you then, everyone.